Oh my gosh. Without a production supervisor, we're useless.
Right.
Hello, I'm Steven with Tobacco Cabana.
And I'm David. I'm a Texan and I love cigars. This is the Roadshow.
We are starting our Texas toast off with something I pulled out of the cellar.
Yeah, you did. It's got dust and
And
dirt.
the dust doesn't come off.
Yeah,
so.
it's stuck there.
This is a Goose Island Bourbon County brand stout. I went on a buying tour, I guess, looking for bourbon flavored infused products other than bourbon.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So I found some beers, some wines, tried a bunch of them. This one I haven't ever tried, and it's from 2015.
Wow, 10 years.
10 years.
I sure hope it's good. We poured it already. I hope you guys have something in your glass. Look at that. When a beer has legs,
yeah,
that's interesting. And dark can't see through it.
No.
Got a great nose on it.
Yep.
Whatever you guys have in your glass, we're going to toast to you, to good friends, good conversation, what we call Texas toast. Cheers, y'all. Cheers. Cheers. Boom. Here we go. 10-year-old beer.
That is good.
Wow, that's almost like a chocolate bar.
Mm-hmm. It's
a little bit of bitterness, but syrupy.
Yeah, syrupy. That is.
So you can keep your beer for 10 years.
Yes.
But dark glass has not seen the light of day.
No, it's been stored in a dark cabinet until recently. It kind of got pushed to the back. I think that's why I lost track of it. Wow, that has some really nice notes.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Rich.
And I'm smoking. I brought last time you saw we had the Micallef Small A. This is the same size Vitola, but this is the Migdalia. Great cigar, but in a smaller size. And I just love keeping these sizes around because it's like I've got so much time to smoke at the end of the night or whatever. And I've smoked the Toro or Robusto, and I've still got another half an hour that I don't want to, I'm watching my shows or whatever I'm doing, and I don't want to sit around and not do anything. So I want to smoke another cigar. So I'll go grab one of these things. Or say this is one cup of coffee for you, first time in the morning, 30 minutes. It's a quick commute smoke.
Yeah.
But this is the Migdalia from Micallef, and totally different. Little cigar. I love the A, and this one's got different notes in it than the A does. A's got that darker taste to it.
Yeah. This has got a little more spice note to it.
Mm-hmm.
Great flavor.
Yeah, and I just the smaller sizes just accentuate some of the flavors that you get in them in the Toro or the Robusto. But great little cigar. So we paired something the last time during our news segment. We might as well do it again. This beer and a great cigar. Before we get to some news, we do have some news that we're going to get to you. But this is, have you had this size in the Micallef?
Migdalia? In the Migdalia. Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
That takes the pepper notes out. The sweetness, just amazing.
Okay. Golly, that's great.
Yeah.
That beer is just... Where'd you find it?
Oh, wow. I don't know. It's just, like I said, I went through all sorts of liquor stores and went, oh, wow, a bourbon beer.
Yeah.
And that is
just
full flavored.
Yeah, it is.
It is super dark.
Yeah, it is. It's just gorgeous. Well, how about we do a little bit of news?
Absolutely.
You think? We've talked about the cigar. You guys, if you don't have Micallef in your shop near you, you need to talk to them and get them in. You talk about a cigar that is shop
friendly. Yeah. They pulled their cigars away from some retailers just to be brick and mortar friendly. And they care about us as the proprietor of a store and making sure we're doing everything right with their product and that it hits the audience.
Right.
You know, if it doesn't sell,
Yeah.
we don't need to be carrying.
And a Robusto, now we're talking Texas now, but a Robusto in the red, black, or blue, $7.
Yeah.
The Toro, $8.
Yeah.
Or thereabouts,
Yeah.
depending on, the taxes and things like that, wherever you're at. But
And the great thing with them is the red, black, blue, we're on an adventure with them.
mm-hmm.
We're waiting for the next one and the
Oh,
next
yeah.
one. And everybody who has smoked one of those is like,
Yeah,
looking forward to it. It's
exactly.
like,
The black
what are
was
they
great.
gonna
They were
do?
excited about that. And then all of a sudden the blue came out. Everybody's excited
So-
about that. And then the red came out. Well, I know what color's coming next. I am going to PCA, and I'm looking forward to seeing that there. And I've heard a little bit about it. I don't know a ton about it, but I've got some hints, and I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to ruin it. And I don't know if I'm supposed to say anything, but
No spoiler alert.
yeah, exactly. No spoiler alert. So, anyways, we're going to get to some news. What do you got, Steven?
I got Crown Heads announcing their 4 Kicks Mule Kick LE limited edition 2025. So, for only the second time since the original Mule Kick in 2012, the blend deviates entirely from the traditional Mule Kick, featuring an all-new blend that delivers body, boldness, and balance. When we were evaluating potential new blends last year, one blend from Casa Carrillo really stood out to me, commented Crown Heads co-founder Jean Huber. That blend really connected with my palate, exhibiting body, complexity, impeccable balance, and ultimately we decided that we needed it to become part of the Mule Kicks offering.
Interesting. Yeah, I've had Mule Kicks in the past in some special editions, but this one's a new limited edition coming out for 2025.
5 7/8 by 52, comprised of a San Andreas Mexico binder.
Okay.
Love that to begin with.
Yeah, nice.
Filler tobaccos from Nicaragua, Esteli, and Jalapa.
Oh.
And is finished with a grade A dark Connecticut broadleaf wrapper.
Oh, wow. Wow.
That just sounds sexy. In a
San
cigar.
Andres, Jalapa, Esteli, and a broadleaf.
A grade A dark Connecticut wrapper.
That sounds great.
Fermented for 18 months and aged an additional 3 years.
Wow.
Almost old enough to smoke on its own.
Yeah.
The bodium is medium to full with a smooth flavor profile defined by sweet top notes of vanilla and caramel, contrasted with the underlying structure of black pepper, leather, and earth. And those are great flavors to have in a cigar to begin with.
Yeah.
Total production is going to be about 2,500 in 10-count boxes. Have a suggested retail at $15.95 per cigar. Manufactured in the Casa Carrillo in Santiago, Dominican Republic.
Okay.
Looking
Yeah,
forward.
$15.95 that for a limited edition
edition
blend that's coming out. Yeah, and Crown Heads. I love Crown Heads. A lot of their cigars. I love the Migdalia. I haven't had the Migdalia Maduro, the newest one. I haven't had that one. I've heard a lot of good things about it. Always love the La Amorosa, La Crema that they have. I believe that. Which one? Oh, they have so many of them. I'm blanking on the names of it. But another one that has a lot of blends that I like is what I've got here is Punch. They're blasting off with the Lunar New Year release, Bottle Rocket. Love these guys. And whoever's in their marketing and whoever's thinking this stuff up, kudos to you guys because creativity. The Father's Day, the way they package it.
Yes. The Kung Pao.
Coming in, whether chopsticks or whatever, I love it, and it does help sales.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, people love it just because of the novelty of it.
Yeah.
That part of it. I mean, it looks. Anyways, so Punch is continuing its beloved tradition of Lunar New Year cigars with an explosive new limited edition called Bottle Rocket. It features a Mexican San Andres wrapper, Nicaraguan Esteli binder, and Nicaraguan, Dominican, and Honduran fillers. And it's a 4.5 by 50 Figurado. Bottle Rocket.
Bottle Rocket,
okay.
right.
They're building off of last year's firework theme, Dragon Fire, which I've had that before as a 56, I think, ring gauge, but it was that flat top. And you punch that thing. I like that cigar, and it's not a normal size that I like, but the blend on that one, I really liked it. And the cigar is going to come packaged in a firework canister.
That's just going to be cool.
It's like the Father's Day stuff. They had the one where it was in the beer can.
Yep.
They had the latest one it was in a VHS tape box. It's great. And this one is saying each cigar is attached to its own firework stick.
Oh,
bottle rocket. Individual canisters contain 20 cigars. The canisters also display serpent imagery as a nod to the year of the snake.
There you go.
Right. This is the year of the snake 2025, which begins January 29th, which we're already past that. We're shooting this in the first week of February.
Yep.
Punch's brand manager, Scott Abney, said, much like a good firework, Punch bottle rockets are powerful, eye-catching, and surprising in all the right ways.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Beyond the colorful packaging and bombastic branding lies a truly excellent cigar crafted with a rich Mexican San Andres wrapper. And grab a pack of bottle rockets and start the lunar year off with a bang. Full body smoke that delivers a spicy and peppery yet balanced flavor profile, they're saying. It's a handsome, handmade at Hatza in Honduras. Bottle rocket will begin shipping February 3rd, which is today. So it will begin shipping to shops today.
Tomorrow.
What's today?
The
2nd. Tomorrow. It'll begin shipping tomorrow. Monday. Yeah, they wouldn't ship something on it. We shoot on Sundays. But 4x50, each cigar is $6.99.
The novelty of the case and everything that comes in.
You kind of want that.
I having not seen one, I'm picturing a cigar on a stick, right? And going, that would be a great
I wonder
holder.
if I can smoke it like that.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking a great holder, though, right?
Yeah, just they've got the whole Chinese New Year thing.
Yeah.
Whoever, I would love to be a fly on the wall of y'all sitting in your marketing and trying to come up with next year's thing. It's just, you guys, Punch, I love it. I've got bobbleheads. I see a bobblehead over there. I've got every bobblehead, Punch bobblehead I've got except for Uncle Sam. They've got an Uncle Sam one.
Okay.
And that's the only bobblehead of theirs I don't have. And I'm on the lookout for it.
Yeah.
But anyways, until then, you guys stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, so we're still rolling. Everything's still good. Okay. All right.
Dude's looking good.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we got lights on. We're good, man. Lights. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Without our producer on set,
I know.
I don't know.
We're lost.
We are lost. Okay. All right, welcome back, guys. We got a little bit more news. What do you got, Steven? I mean, I
got something from Room 101.
There you go, Matt Booth.
Yep. 15th anniversary with a limited edition cigar. So they continue their popular anniversary series with a new limited edition. It's a blend, decadent Nicaraguan Puro, designed by Matt.
Oh, nice. A Puro. I like Puro.
Founder and creative director of Room 101 in collaboration with the famed blender AJ Fernandez.
Wow.
Sold right there.
Okay. Yeah.
Those two together. Anything AJ touches, but Matt and AJ.
Matt and
nice.
AJ, exactly.
The 15th anniversary, single size, 6x52. And I'm betting it's blended specifically for that Vitola. Unlike other cigar brands, Room 101 has unveiled a new anniversary every year since 2019.
Oh, cool.
The acclaimed cigars in the anniversary series typically feature Nicaraguan tobacco and often, but not only, come in the Toro size.
Okay.
I am both honored and humbled by your belief and support of our brand, from Matt Booth said. You have made this milestone possible for Room 101. We have traversed several lifetimes, surfing the highs and lows of this journey together and I wouldn't change a thing.
Right.
That's him. He's an all-in
guy. He definitely.
The 15th anniversary delivers a lush, nuanced smoking experience characterized by sweet and spicy tasting notes. It offers a medium-bodied smoke with dynamic flavor profile that connoisseurs from far and wide will revere.
Yeah.
The anniversary is sold in 20-count boxes. SRP is $14.99.
Okay.
Following the template of the other anniversary series. Includes a new yellow and purple color scheme.
Okay.
So 2,000 boxes will be released to retailers into this month. So February.
Okay. February 24th is saying, but
yep.
Yeah, so the end of the month, definitely something you want to be on the lookout for. STG owning Room 101 now, but Matt Booth still has the ability to collaborate with them on the blends and so forth, which I like.
Yeah.
And that sounds, I don't know why I like puros.
Right.
Puro, we're in Texas. I don't know why, it intrigues me. It's because I want to see what they can do with something that's all from one country like that. I want to see how they can make a cigar that is going to be, if it's going to have any flavor changes.
Right.
You know, if not, just what it I think to me it kind of lends towards the Cuban esque, because any Cuban is a puro because it only comes from Cuba.
Yeah.
But that I think is always intrigues me. It's kind of like certain things, whether it's a type of beer or something like that, when they have certain things like a bourbon.
Right.
If it's a barrel age, whoop,
right.
Yes, where is it? I'm looking for it. That always intrigues me when they say it's a puro.
And it's intriguing because you've had other Nicaraguan puros to see what can they do different. You got the 6 regions, mastering those blends, the ratios,
right,
and coming up with something that inherently makes that a different cigar.
Yeah,
is the kind of talent you're going to get from Matt Booth and AJ.
AJ, yeah. AJ's going to make sure to put some punch in there or something.
Yep.
To it, but talk about blending and tasting and everything else. We're enjoying what we've got here. This beer. What are you?
Well,
you read what?
I started reading the back label. Other than the date. You need me to top you off there?
Yeah, sure.
14.3.
14.3
alcohol.
Wow. And it's 10 years old.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. 14.3. I love that. More bang for your buck.
Exactly. 11 November of 15. Wow.
So it's 9.5 years old.
Yeah.
But hey, that is very cool.
Yeah.
And it's good to know. I would have been skeptical of opening up a 10-year-old bottle.
Yeah.
But this
says it can be done. Just store it properly.
Exactly.
Keep it out of the light so it doesn't go skunky and everything.
Yeah, exactly. Because you don't want daylight or just huge temperature changes and things like that. I think it'd be just like storing any kind of liquor or wine or something like that. A beer would be. Do you think it'd be stored more like a wine?
I would think.
More liquor. Spirits.
Right.
You don't have to worry about it so much. Anything over, I think 100 degrees plus at a constant rate is bad.
Right. That does a lot of damage.
Yeah, that can do damage and break things down. But you don't have to worry about it too much, light getting on it or something like that. But beer, I think the light
that can be very damaging.
Yeah,
that's why they are mainly in darker bottles.
Mm-hmm.
But we very rarely have basements in Texas. But
yeah,
boy, if you had one and could keep this down there, and
just a root cellar or something like that. But Dave Yancey would know more about that, maybe a little bit. You know him, but he's not here today. Guess what? Stephen and I are going to be doing a pairing besides the one that we're doing right now, because this is great. Are you enjoying that small Migdalia?
I am. And it pairs well with
it. Does. It's not anything like super fantastic, but it is, like you said, it's knocking the pepper off.
Knocks the pepper off the cigar, and intensifies the sweetness of
Right.
the beer.
So it's not, I mean, you've heard Dave and I, and we're on here talking, it's like the ones that go down in the books. No, it's not ones that will go down in the book, but it's definitely pleasant.
Yeah.
I would love to pair this with something else or pair that with something else to see. But this is not a bad pairing in any way, shape, or form. It is, it's very good.
And this, because you said chocolate, this is very reminiscent of when we did the cigar and chocolate pairing.
Oh yeah.
That was
a while
really
back.
Yeah, it was. It comes across so smooth and rich that I think any cigar paired with something like that would be good.
And I always go back to that episode that I shot at Michael's Tobacco in Euless with Tracy when he was managing there, and we sat down and he basically said, look, do you like that drink? Do you like that cigar? Put them together. You know, you can try to do the pairing thing, and it's fun to try to figure out, is this going to really complement or contrast or whatever?
Or just, it goes together.
Or it just goes together. And it's just like, you know what? When I sit down at the end of the day, I have a drink, I just think, what do I want to drink?
Right.
I'm not thinking, what do I want to drink with this cigar? I just think, what do I want to drink? And then I go get a cigar.
Right. And let it surprise you.
Exactly.
You know,
that's it.
You may come across one of those, wow, I would have never thought that, and that combination
exactly
would have been great.
Well, you guys, if you like dark beers, this is definitely, what would this be categorized? A porter, or
I think
it's a stout. Milk
brand stout.
Brand stout. Okay, brand stout. Goose Island. I've had Goose Island before, but never that. That's great. But let us know. Are you a beer drinker? Are you a dark beer drinker? And have you had a certain dark beer that you like with a certain cigar, or just any cigar?
Right.
But what's your favorite dark beer out there? Stout, porter, milk stout, oatmeal stout.
I know
oatmeal stouts.
There's that Russian Imperial stout that you love.
Oh, yeah, Russian Imperial stouts. I love those. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed a little bit of news, a little bit of a pairing here. Not a full-blown pairing, but I love this little cigar. That was a treat. I appreciate you bringing that in.
I'm glad I found it. I was like,
yeah, exactly. All right, you guys, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Today's Cigar Tip is brought to you by Micallef Cigars.
Hi, Steve. You got a tip for me?
Ask your tobacconist.
I just did. Do you have a tip for me?
Oh, sure. I got this the other day, and we've been asked and answered it before about cello. Gentleman was wondering, should he keep it on or remove it? I was like, keep it on. It's designed as part of the packaging for handling and storage. The cello breathes, so leave it there. Makes it easy to store and contain your cigars. It's not going to damage anything. And if you get cigars that aren't in cello, that's perfectly fine too.
Exactly.
That's the way the manufacturer built it.
So your tip is, ask your tobacconist what is on your mind.
Yeah.
Great tip.
Thank you.
2 families, 1 cigar. Join the Ambassador Program today to make it a perfect blend.
All right, Dave.
Hey,
What'd you bring?
you're not Dave.
I'm not Dave. I'm Steve.
You are Steve.
I'm surrounded by Daves.
All right, so Steve, you're gonna have to put up with Steven tonight. Dave's not here. He's got He's got his finals for his class going on, which I totally understand.
Absolutely.
And kudos to him for continuing his education. That is just going to help Leaf and Grain and his writing skills and things like that. So we're going to carry on. We're going to carry on, and we've got a pairing. You like Russells?
I like Russells.
Well, I do too. And I saw this one at Total Wine.
Nice.
Down there. And I'd never seen this bottle before.
No.
This is Private Barrel Selection, single barrel, non-chill filtered, Kentucky straight bourbon, 110 proof. So it's it's a good little,
Yeah.
But I like Russells. And anything that says single barrel, private barrel, it intrigues me.
Yes.
And so I had to grab it. I thought that would be a great pairing. What do I have to pair with? Micallef Blue. We did the red last time when Dave was here with Still Austin. That was a great pairing. I love this cigar. Okay, the sweetness, the lighter types of notes that come through this, but it's still very flavorful. And I know I like Russells, but I don't know what to expect from this being a private barrel.
Let's find out.
Let us find out. And here we go. Ready? That
beautiful.
Is like the sound of angels.
Yes.
Right? Let's. I will pour for you first, sir. And is that good?
That's good.
That's good for right now, right? Because
Yeah.
we can always touch it up later.
Yeah.
All right. So, are you gonna act like Dave? Or are you gonna? Right? No.
I'm going to try and remember some of the things.
Right. Exactly.
Notice the color, light caramel. That's great.
Good. Yeah.
Good legs.
Yeah. It's got
Good
some
legs.
great legs on there.
Yeah.
It's 110 proof, so it's still on the low end. It's getting to the high, or medium. I should not be low, but medium. It's getting to the high. Once 120 and above, that's high.
Yeah.
So this is 110. So it's still, I think, I like the proof. It should have enough on it. But we both had this cigar.
Yes.
Okay, we know we like it. But
Yes.
I'm saying we should test this first.
Sure. Oh yeah.
Before we go into that, and then of course we can always light up the cigar. So, boom, to a new bourbon. Grape nose.
Yeah.
Ooh. Remember, when you're nosing, this nostril will pick up things that this nostril won't.
Yeah.
Or vice versa.
And don't inhale, just breathe through your mouth. And
Oh, it's got almost a honey smell to it.
There's a little heat on that. There is the sweet, but there's some heat.
It does drink a little hotter than 110.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
That's
yeah, it hits me in the middle of my tongue. It doesn't touch the sides at all. So there's no tannin type of notes in there, the oaky and everything.
right.
I'm not getting a heavy oak taste out of this.
And as a single barrel, I'm not getting a muddled flavor. It's very, I don't want to say one-dimensional, but it's very true. You know, you're not going, oh, I'm tasting 20 things. No.
Yeah, no, it's got a nice, I want to say, like a deep honey taste to me. It's like a deep, rich honey taste.
Yeah. Light caramel note.
Yeah, light caramel. Honey is what's coming to mind for me.
I'm not getting any.
And it's got a great honey-looking color to it.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
The color's great. Oh wow, the second sip is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. There is no stone fruit in this.
No. Yeah, this is just straight bourbon, clean.
Yeah, it is clean, non-chill filtered.
Yeah.
So when it says non-chill filtered, now you're not cutting anything out.
Right.
And you're getting everything that is, you're getting more flavors.
Yeah.
I know Dwayne would always like the non-chill filtered stuff. Chill filtered means it's like filtering, you know, it's just like running it through a screen and filtering things out. So I've had 2 sips. How many of you had?
That was 3.
That was 3.
Right.
And
again, with the knowledge we've amassed, when you take that first sip, take a light sip, let it sit in your mouth. Don't swallow it straight. Just let it coat your palate.
Yeah.
And temper it.
Right.
And then when you get the second one, you really get more flavor out of it.
Yeah, you can, because you're getting past that ethanol.
Oh, yeah.
And that heat. It's just, I mean, I think you were around when it happened. I gave my wife a sip. Okay, take a small sip, take it in your mouth, and I know she's going to go, oh,
right.
You know, she's going to do that. Okay, wait. Now take another sip. Now you're past that. And she did. She was like, oh, wow, yeah, you're right. It doesn't burn as bad.
Right.
And that's, I think, when people are trying to try bourbons for the first time, and they take too big of a swig
Right.
to begin with, and they don't acclimate their palate. They haven't breathed it, get it into your nostrils, which will get into the back of your palate area of tasting. And so that you're not totally shocked with that ethanol.
Yeah.
Now, not to say that when you take that first sip, you're not going to taste it. Okay.
You're still going to get it.
But chew it, get it around in your mouth, get everything covered, and then come back to it. And then that's where the second and third sip, that's where you're really going to be able to pick up on the notes.
Right. We had a member who was here one time. He'd never not shot tequila. He'd always done it that way. And we had a tequila, a nice añejo. And I said, no, don't shoot it. Just take a little sip.
Right.
Walked him through that. Take the next sip. And he was all of a sudden, it's like, whoa, wait, I'm getting tastes and flavors. Just with any distilled spirit, that works to get your palate ready for what you're about to enjoy.
Exactly. Interesting on the back of this bottle, so this one is a private barrel selected by Total Wine and More.
Okay.
Is distilled in 2015.
10 years old.
Okay.
Just like our beer.
Yeah. It's stored in oak barrels for 9 years.
Okay.
And then it says dumped 8/9/24.
Okay.
Bottled 8/20/24. Barrels number 24-0275. So that's, and then warehouse TY-B and floor number 4. So they're telling you where it's at in the rick.
Yeah,
everything. But that's interesting. This would be stuff that Dave Yancey would love.
Yeah.
I like it too. This is almost 10 years old.
Mm-hmm. Real soon to be 10.
Real soon to be 10 years old. That's unusual.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I mean, to have a 10-year-old bourbon?
Minimum is 4. So they took the time to keep hold of this. And age it some more.
Most of them are not 10 years old because once you start getting up into that 10, 12, 15, 17.
You've got a lot you're losing.
Yeah, you're losing, and price point's going to go up too.
Yeah.
Now this was, I can't remember it was under 100. It was under 90.
Okay.
But to me, for a barrel proof, barrel 8, select barrel, it intrigued me. And I don't buy, bottles like this all the time. Those to me, when I'm getting something like that, that's a treat.
Yeah.
But I didn't think I could go wrong with it because it's Russell's.
Right.
And what was it that you heard about Russell's?
I was watching a review, and it was a good YouTube review, and the person reviewing was like, what are some good alternative to Blanton's?
Right. Because good luck trying to find Blanton's.
Right. If you're in an area where you're lucky enough to get it, great. Us, it gets consumed and bought, but there were, I think, 1 or 2 Russells that you mentioned. It's like, these are great alternatives to Blanton's.
Yeah, single barrel Russells, 10-year Russells.
Yeah, I would put that up there.
Yeah, it's like you were saying before. It's got a it's clean. It's if you would, it's kind of like it's straightforward. This is just it's like saying, I'm good bourbon. Hello, drink me.
Yeah.
That's.
I'm not going to confuse your palate with all sorts of other stuff.
Yeah. No, it's still got good viscosity. The mouth feel. It still has that, even for 110 proof, and it's not super dark, but it has pretty good legs on there.
Yeah.
The way that comes down off of that. So now we're getting into the blue. So the Micallef Blue, I always get these things mixed up, and I hate
black is San Andreas, red is Sumatra, blue is.
That's what I just don't want to say the wrong thing, and so let me pull it up here. So we've got let's see, the blue. Okay. It starts with a San Andreas Sumatra wrapper.
Oh, this is the Sumatra.
Yeah.
Okay.
An unexpected choice compared to the common. Yeah. and fillers are Nicaraguan and Dominican Republic, and the binder is Ecuadorian Habano.
Okay, that's where the spice comes from.
Yeah.
Then the Habano.
The Habano. So, yeah, the Sumatra. Yeah, that is. I always get it mixed up. Which one has it? But I know this has that sweetness that I liked when the blue came out compared to the black.
Yeah.
And then when the red came out, I really, everybody is raving about the red.
Right,
If you're not part of Micallef ambassadors, if you don't even know about it, you can go to the Micallef website and become a Micallef ambassador, and they will put you into their database. They will send you a numbered coin with a certificate, and boom, you're in. Then you get access to their Facebook page,
right,
which you can, converse and share with all those in the community. Then, on top of that, every Friday, Lauren does a Fave 5 drawing. They give away $300 in gift cards to people that smoke these cigars. All you got to do is get the cards. Do you have any of them here? The Fave 5 cards?
I think so.
You can download them. You can get them at shops that sell them. And then you just smoke 5 different Micallefs. You paste the bands they have to be glued down. And then you shoot a picture of it and send it to Lauren, and you're in the drawing. And so for every passport, it's called a Micallef passport, that you send in with 5 cigar bands on there, that's an entry. And you've got a chance to win multiple. So if you send in however many, you can win all 5 of them. If your name came up 5 times, or 6, they draw 6 times. 6 times 50 is 300 now. They used to do 5. So now they're doing 6. So you've got 6 chances, if you put your passport in there, to get a $50 gift card that you then take to a brick and mortar that sells Micallef. That's where you have to redeem it at. And they'll call up and that shop will, like I would say, oh, I want mine at Tobacco Cabana. They would have a credit rate waiting for me here.
Yep.
And I can spend it on whatever I want.
Right. It doesn't have to be.
But it has to be a shop that carries Micallef. So that's something. If you guys are not a part of that, do that. Besides all that, the cigars.
Fantastic.
If you haven't had these, you need to. So what are you thinking right now? I mean, I probably have smoked more reds lately, and I haven't smoked as many blues. So coming back to the blues again, I'm trying to get these again and come back to these. I still enjoy the black, but I think I enjoy the blue and the red more than the black. But
I love the black.
But I'll still smoke the black. Yeah. Don't get me wrong.
I love that San Andreas in that black, and it's just fantastic. And I've as a retailer, I know I've turned a lot of customers into Micallef fans because they're like, oh, really? Yeah, it's a sub $10 cigar.
Yeah.
Their expectations may be a little low, and then they smoke it and they're like, oh yeah, I'll be buying lots of these.
$8.
Yeah.
Toro. That gave me, with that smoke cigar to drink, that gave me almost a floral note. The whiskey is not heavy.
No.
But with this Sumatra, and that it gave me a floral type note. It got lighter.
Yes.
It lightened up the whiskey.
I couldn't tell you what the flower is, but
it's like a floral note.
Yeah, it brings something out.
It's not sweet.
Honeysuckle.
Honeysuckle.
You pulled the stamen off of honeysuckle, and
yeah,
that's what I'm getting. It's not.
And I was getting a honey note off of this.
Yeah.
Drink when we first sipped it, so it wasn't a strong floral, but that's what came to mind. But yeah, that is
that sweet honeysuckle note without the perfume of it.
So that's good.
I'm not getting as much drink to cigar change, although the drink takes out some of the Habano peppery notes. Just kind of mellows them out a little bit.
It does mellow it out. Yeah, it does. I'm not getting a lot of spice. And then the smoke on top of this is mellowing out this bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to go drink the cigar next.
It's good.
It's good.
It's
like
good.
That.
It takes off that sharpness and the pepper note of the Habano. Great on the retrohale. Yeah, that is good.
Yeah, I could. Oh wow!
Right?
What was it? That's molasses.
Almost. It's that dark, rich sweetness.
Yeah, dark, rich sweetness. It was like molasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I could retrohale this all day long.
Yeah.
That's what I love about that is.
Yeah.
This is Nicaraguan tobacco and Honduran Dominican.
Yeah.
But Mexican San Andres and Sumatra. So it's got a little bit of spice to it, but in that Habano
Right.
also. But the creamy notes out of this is what I love about these cigars. The other thing I love about, we've talked about it on shows before, I can't remember or even think of an issue that I've had with Micallef cigars.
No.
Draw issues,
No.
lighting, staying lit, you know,
Burn, everything.
everything, you know. Yeah.
That is almost cold to the touch.
Yeah.
Right at the
Look
burn
at you.
line.
You're longer. You're. It's usually Dave's over there. This would be Dave, and that would be me.
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on? I'm
No.
talking too much. But this is great. I know you guys like the Micallef Blue, or if you haven't had it, you need to find it. There are shops that will send it. You guys ship?
We ship.
They ship. There are some other ones that ship them that are brick and mortars, obviously, because that's what Micallef is about. Is a brick and mortar.
Yeah. This is just, to me, an all the time great pairing.
Yeah, okay.
This doesn't have to be a special occasion, but
Right.
you know, if you're sitting in the backyard with friends and want to enjoy something, the Russells, I would say, would pair great with most everything, and the Micallef
Yeah,
would
I
pair
think
equally as well with
I
most
think with
bourbons.
the Still Austin that we had last time would go good with this one, even though we paired it with the red.
Mhm.
I think it'd even go with the black.
Yeah.
Mm. Here we go. I gotta do that. Gotta do that, right? That's always cool. And
I like just how long it holds.
ooh, that was interesting.
Uh-oh, did it change up?
Yeah, it just that was interesting. What was that? It was a
There's another flavor note.
yeah.
there.
It's almost like a vegetation type of note to me. Not grass. It's not hay. It's
sweet.
It's sweet, almost like a vegetable. I want to say cucumber because it was clean.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like cucumbers. I don't eat cucumbers. My wife does, and it grosses me out because she eats it like an apple.
Right?
Yeah.
no, they're great. A sweet potato,
Sweet potato,
right?
Okay.
Where you get that earthy sweetness
But
out
it was,
of it.
yeah, it was real light. It was
Yeah,
real light. So
no,
that's
yeah.
what, to me, I start running through my brain, what's a real light vegetable? And I know the smell of cucumbers.
Mhm.
And so when you're smelling something, you're almost tasting it.
Right.
Even though you're not getting your tongue, your olfactors are still a big part of your taste. So when you're smelling it, just like we've said before, well, it smells like an old dirt road or it smells like a barn. Well, when's the last time you ate a dirt road? Well, you haven't. You smelled it. And when you smell it,
It's there.
it's in there. And then when you taste it, you're tasting and smelling it. And so that's where it takes you. Not to say that it is a dirt road or whatever you're tasting or a cucumber, but the notes that are in there are clean,
Mhm.
is what I'm saying. And a vegetable that's real clean taste to me is a cucumber is a clean taste because it's real crisp, it's light, and it's watery.
Mhm.
So that's where I was kind of going with it. So what are you thinking?
Both are very good palate pleasers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is. I think, like you said, either that would go with another cigar. This would go.
Yeah.
I mean, again, guys, do you like that cigar? Do you like that drink? Try them together.
They're good together.
They're good together.
Rarely do you find anything where you're like, ooh, these two do not.
Yeah, yeah.
But at the low end, it might be, it didn't do anything. At the high end, you're looking at it and going, I got to have those two again and again.
Right. Yeah. So
yeah,
you're still in a learning process when you pair whatever you're pairing together. You're in a learning process. Did it knock your socks off, or was it like, okay, it wasn't bad.
Right.
Wasn't bad. Maybe I can try to find something better.
Right.
But rarely do, like you said, rarely do we have something that we're like, oh my gosh, what were we thinking?
Yeah.
Rarely does that happen. I mean, because I don't smoke cigars, and if I've smoked a cigar once and it's given me a bad impression, I don't buy them again. So
No.
I don't keep them in my humidor.
Right.
So you're not going to see me pairing those, right? And probably the same thing is happening with you. You have a bad experience with a cigar and you don't buy it, you don't keep it, you give it away.
Yeah.
And maybe it'll fit somebody else's palate. So you're not going to have a bad pairing because you're going to pull out a cigar that you're enjoying smoking. Well, if you do drink spirits, I know there are a lot of guys that don't. They just drink soft drinks. That's fine. You drink coffee. That's fine. Maybe they just drink beer
Or wine or
whatever.
Yeah.
That's fine. But it's all going to be the same on how you're pairing those. Are those dark notes? Are they dry notes? Are they woody notes? Or whatever they are. And it's all an experiment.
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
And it's fun. You guys let us know. Hey, do you like the blue? Tell me if you like the blue. Do you like the red better? Which one of your Micallef cigars is your favorite? I'd like to know that. Do you smoke a lot of Micallef cigars? I would. Somebody asked a question the other day, and it was like, "What is the one brand you smoke the most of?" And it's Micallef. Right. They don't give me free cigars.
No.
Okay. They have for my HERF and things like that, but those are for raffle items. I'm not swimming in Micallef cigars because they give me free stuff. They don't. I buy my cigars from cigar shops that carry Micallef. I just enjoy I just know their cigars are gonna hit home with me.
Right. Consistency, draw, flavor.
Yeah.
That's what.
And then on top of that, when I'm smoking these cigars, I've got a chance to win money to go buy more cigars. How do you get any better than that? Anyway, so overall, what's our overall impression? I think we probably said it.
Yeah, it's very favorable. Yeah.
So the drink, good pick.
Good pick.
Good. Okay.
Good
Total Wine did a good job picking this barrel.
Yeah. Kudos to them.
Yeah, that was great. And then the cigar is fantastic. This thing will go with so many different things.
Right.
But I would like to try this with a heavier cigar.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the black.
I could see it going well with the black too.
Okay. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that pairing. I know Yancey's not here, but Stephen and I, we've learned a few things here too. Sitting here listening to Dave. We're doing our best. I hope you guys enjoyed it though. We did. Great new drink and a solid cigar in the Micallef Blue. All right, guys, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Pick up your collectible Texas Cigar Roadshow laser engraved whiskey glass at giftygarage.net.
fantastic beer, dude.
Oh, I'm loving that. I'm gonna have to go see if I can find more.
Yes, and if you do, please let me know.
Oh yeah.
But great cigar, Migdalia.
Yeah.
The pairing on this for us, just coming back to this after the pairing that you and I had, because Dave Yancey's not here. He's at school. He's got to go to school. But no, I mean, I'm glad, proud of the guy going to get more schooling to help his leaf and grain in what he's trying to do there with writing and everything else. And so that's why he wasn't here today. But I hope you guys enjoyed what Stephen and I had to offer. We enjoyed it.
Yep.
We had a little bit of news.
A little bit of news.
We had another tip.
Yep.
And we had some great beer.
Right. And you know what they say when you stop learning?
What?
You're dead.
That would be, yes.
Yeah.
And if you're,
Yeah.
And if you're not dead physically, you're still dead.
Dead. Yeah.
You're still dead,
Yeah.
right?
Keep learning, growing.
Exactly.
That's what it's all
keep it
about.
up, and if you guys will keep up the sharing and the click that like button and that subscribe and that notification bell and that social media, you're helping us. The numbers are going up. My cigar, I want to tell you too, we're working on getting it here at Tobacco Cabana, right? And then it is in Latitude in Waxahachie, and it's now in Marble Falls down at Tobacco Hill Country Tobacco. Did a show there, show 145, and so the cigars are down there. I'm excited about it. It's a great. I'm biased. It's a great blend though.
Yeah.
Tony, we had him on the show with Casa de Sueños and Steel City Cigars. He was the one that really helped with the blending of that. So that's something cool that's going on. But you guys go out there on the website if you really want to support us. Go out there on the website, buy the merch. Merch. Come here if you're in Cedar Hill and Tobacco Cabana. Come by here and visit Bob and Steven and Rhonda. If Rhonda's, is Rhonda ever here?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So come by, grab a
She's
great
the boss.
stick. Yeah, she is. And if you're into pipes, you know this is the place to be. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, you guys, whatever pairing you've got, if you're smoking alone or you're in a lounge, enjoy the leaf.
Grow the culture.
We'll see you guys.
Texas Cigar Roadshow is presented by Lone Star Cigar Association.